Sorry.
Excuse me. Hi. I notice that you sit here almost every day, and I thought I would introduce myself. My name is John.
My name is Yasmin. I'm sorry about the other day.
Oh my gosh, no, not at all. I was late to a dinner engagement. I was in a hurry. I apologize.
I hope I didn't spill anything on you.
No, not at all. I was in a hurry. Please, no, don't.
Okay.
I don't mean to bother you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I just-
Would you like to have a sip?
Sure.
Please.
Thank you. I hope I'm not intruding.
No, not at all. John, right?
Yes, and again, I hope I'm not intruding.
No, not at all. You're not.
Okay, good. I noticed that you haven't been down the last few nights. I was kind of concerned.
Really? That's nice. It's nice to be concerned about. Thank you.
Well, sure, you're welcome.
You're probably wondering why I'm always sitting here in this beautiful lobby. It's always empty, and so I thought I should make it my own little sanctuary.
I think that's great. I agree. It's a beautiful space. I try to utilize the lobby when I can as well, concerning their collection of books or whenever I can get down. I'm sure you haven't noticed me, but yes, I try to come down often as well.
I've noticed you. I've seen you several times and was kind of grateful for the distant company, really. So
You're
yeah,
very kind. Thank you. Yasmin, that's a beautiful name. Where's it from?
Where do you think it's from?
I know it's an international name.
Then why did you ask where it's from? Do I look that foreign?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that at all. I hope you're...
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I am more of a recent immigrant than you are. You know, since we're all immigrants.
You know, you're right. We are all immigrants. It's easy for someone like me to lose sight of that, being from only one nation my entire life. But yes, one of the founding principles of this nation is immigration. So yes, you make a great point.
Americans are so polite, always afraid of offending and wondering if they're being politically correct. Listen, you can ask anything you want. I'm not that fragile, I can assure you. Besides, we foreigners believe space and privacy is way overrated.
You are extremely intelligent and intuitive. I applaud you. Again, you make another great point.
So
Okay.
ask away, ask away.
I will. What is it that you're always drinking while you're
Oh,
down here?
this? It's a tea. Would you like to smell it? Or
Oh.
it's all in the smell, by the way, or taste it if you like.
I'm sure. Well, I wouldn't. It smells amazing.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
What else would you like to know, John?
Well, I so admire your forthcomingness. It's rare. Okay. I will. You're very kind. You often seem preoccupied while you're down here. Is everything okay?
Do I seem lonely?
Lonesome, maybe?
Lonesome is poetic for lonely. I'm not lonely. I just come here to catch up with my thoughts, and this is a great place to do it.
It is. Indeed it is, yes.
Wow, look at the time. Well,
Oh,
John,
yes.
it's time for
I'm
me
sorry.
to go, but thank you so
Absolutely.
much for taking
Oh,
the
yes,
time.
it was
because,
so nice to... Oh,
as you know, in our world, this kind of a thing never really happens anymore, and it's kind of a sad reality when you think about it. So, thank you so much.
it was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe we can continue our conversation another day.
Well, you know where to find me.
I do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right.
Have a good rest of your evening, Yasmin. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, you almost scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just over in the library looking for a good book, and I found one.
Oh, good. It's okay.
How are you?
Very good, very good.
Good.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I brought you something.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, I thought, in case you were around here, we could share a tea.
I
Since
would
you
love
admire
to.
my tea,
Yes.
yesterday, so why not?
Aw. Well, please allow me.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's it.
Oh,
I've been drinking
I
so
can
much
smell
of
it
this.
already. Cheers to you. What kind of herbs are in here?
You know I can't tell you that. You know how you white folks are. I mean, I'll tell you about it, and the next thing I know, this tea will be in the market, and I won't know anything about it.
You're funny, but you might be right about that. We do maintain a very entrepreneurial spirit and the desire to take a good idea and turn it into a marketable, profitable business, if possible. This is so good. It must be loaded with calories.
No, it's not that bad. It's made with Splendor sweetener and 2% milk, so it's not that bad. It's okay to enjoy it.
Thank you. Well, I am. So very nice of you. Yasmin, how long have you lived here?
In this building, you mean?
Uh-huh.
2 years.
Me too. 26 months to be exact.
Oh, okay. Do you like living here?
I do, very much. Yes.
Did you move from somewhere else, or are you in Minnesota?
I am originally from northern Minnesota, and I went away to do my schooling. I was in New York, and shortly after that I moved back, and I've been here ever since. What about you, Yasmin? Where are you from?
I'm from Somalia, but I'm guessing you already knew that.
Well, no, not really. I'm aware that there's a large Somali population here, but I wasn't sure if you were Somalian or not. You have such a natural, beautiful look about you. You defy categorization.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I used to be told that I look like I could be from anywhere in the world, before I started covering up, so.
And how
Yeah.
long ago was that?
Oh, it's been several years now.
Do you miss it?
Miss what?
Being able to pass for so many different nationalities.
You can say that. I mean, it's not a bad feeling to think that you are considered a citizen of the world and that you have a familiar look, and everybody thinks you look like someone they know. So it's a good feeling, but I wouldn't change anything.
I think that's great. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I didn't cross any cultural line by saying that. If I did, I apologize.
Don't worry, it's not grounds for execution. You'll be fine.
Well, what a relief. Thank you. You know, you never did tell me what it is that you get away from when you come down here.
You never asked.
Well, I am now.
Is it obvious?
Yes. As I alluded to the other day, you seem preoccupied when you're down here. Maybe you're not. Maybe you are.
Well, I take care of my mother who is ill, and I get a break from my 16-year-old daughter every night, and so it's a 24-hour job, you know. So I come here.
I'm so sorry. That must be extremely difficult.
No, it's not difficult at all. It's actually a privilege and an honor to be able to do this for my mother and take care of her when she needs me. But, you know, it's nice to be able to, you know, gather your thoughts and regroup every now and then. So
Sure.
It's good.
Is she going to be okay?
Well, only Allah knows. She's comfortable at the moment. My mother was a very strong woman who took care of a lot of dysfunctional people in her life, and she never complained. You know, but then again, it's the story of most African women or most black women at that matter.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. I think women in general, many times, they take on the burden when there's stress or strife in a relationship, and they absorb a lot of the emotional and psychological impact when those things happen. I think men tend to externalize more and have a harder time accepting and being open about what they're feeling emotionally. And I'm sure that for women in African nations, that's only compounded by things like drought and famine and many times the endless wars that are happening and poverty too.
Yeah.
Yasmin, I hope my questions aren't offending you or seem offensive to you at all. That's not my intention.
It's okay. All right.
Okay. Do you have more tea? I've never been much of a tea man until I met this one.
Doesn't look like there's much in here, but hey, I'll bring some more next time.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to share it with me and that now you're out. It was so
no.
kind of you to invite me to sit down with
It's
you.
my pleasure. It's a special tea, so glad you like it.
I do. Thank you. Hi.
Hey, you were not kidding, were you? Huh?
I'm only half the kidder that you are. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were coming, but hey, I brought the 2 cups anyway.
Aw. Wonderful. May I?
Absolutely. Be careful, it might be very hot.
All right. I can't wait for the aroma.
So how was your day?
It was good. Better now that you're here.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This seems very similar to chai tea, is it?
Well, we share this tea with many different nations, such as India, Kenya, Ethiopia, many nations of the Middle East, and but Somalis kind of perfected it, I think. I'm biased, of course, but
Of course.
but we sort of made it our own and added a few things to it.
I'm now a huge fan,
Oh,
thanks to
glad.
you. I love it.
Yeah, we're not much of coffee drinkers, so we're nations of poets and storytellers. So, tea is used as an inspiration that gathers people together. So.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's great.
Thank you.
It is very inspiring.
Thanks. So, John, you've been asking a lot of questions, and I think it's my turn now. And,
Oh no. Now it's your turn?
Yeah. So what's your story?
My story? Well, I can assure you my story isn't nearly as fascinating as yours is.
Let me be the judge.
Okay. I'll prove you right. I'm just a simple Midwestern guy. I was born and raised in northern Minnesota in a very small town north of Duluth. And after graduating high school, I wanted to get as far away from there as I could. So I attended the university furthest from home that accepted me, which was NYU, New York University. And ironically, I grew to really miss the Midwest. So after graduating, I wanted to return back to the Midwest, to Minnesota, as soon as I could. And I did. And I began working. And that really is my story. Told ya.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 15 years ago at least. I mean, what happened in between?
Or more.
Or more.
Well, I took a job. I was married and divorced and had a son. He is now 8 years old. His name is Bradley.
Oh,
He's a
nice.
wonderful
I
kid.
love that name.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful name.
Thank you. He's a beautiful kid. Yeah. Actually, I can show you a picture of him.
Oh,
If
nice.
you
Yeah, I'd love
wouldn't
to.
mind. There's
Oh, he is handsome.
Thank you. Yes. He is a great,
Wow.
great kid. He's so funny.
Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to take this.
No
Excuse
problem.
me. Hi. Yeah. No, it's fine. What do you know? Okay. Yes, please do. About an hour. Okay. Yes. Call me as soon as you know. I appreciate it, Rachel. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
My mother is in a care facility, and that was the nurse that's taking care of her.
Oh, is everything okay?
She fell out of bed the other day, and she fractured her tailbone, and the nurse, Rachel, was calling to tell me what the doctor said.
Good news?
They, sort of. She's okay. She's gonna be okay. They do need to find out if she has any additional breaks, and so they haven't received back all their X-rays or finished examining them yet.
Okay.
So, thank you very much for your concern. I appreciate it. Where were we?
I'm not sure.
Oh, your daughter's father.
Well, we're divorced and he lives in Kenya.
I see. Is divorce taboo in Somalian culture?
It used to be, not anymore. In fact, it's pretty high among the Somali diaspora.
They're catching up with American culture.
That's right. Everybody's getting a divorce. It's as though we were held in prison before. You'd hear people say, this is America, I can do whatever I want. And indeed, they do it.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
I noticed that you have a Somalian newspaper. How are things there nowadays?
We've decided to take progress hostage indefinitely.
Oh, no.
Not good at all.
Another bad question. I apologize.
It's all right.
No superhero to the rescue yet, huh?
It appears that way. Our superhero has not been born yet, I guess. Yeah.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
It's nice to nice to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Thank you. Say, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
I was wondering if you would ever like to go out and do something with me.
You mean outside the building?
Yeah. You know, like we could go out to lunch, or we go to a picture, or go to a museum, Something like that, or go for a walk. Anything. Or if, or not.
We'll see about that.
Okay. Or if, no,
Yeah,
that's...
it could
fine.
happen. Yeah.
Otherwise, we can continue to sit here if you like as well, which I love doing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how was your day?
It was good. Thank you. This is the best part of it.
Oh, very. Thank you.
How was yours?
Fantastic.
Good.
It was a good day.
How's your mom?
Same.
Okay. All right. I love that color on you.
Yeah, I love red, but the last time I wore red was 23 years ago, so I always feel like maybe I shouldn't be wearing it or something. In fact, I was wearing another shawl, and where's my bag here? I was wearing this one.
Oh, wow.
And then I decided to
That's
wear
beautiful
this
too.
one instead.
I really like that.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous. What do you think?
Looks good on you.
Well, I'm keeping it on then.
Good.
Can I?
It's yours. You can have
Oh, thank you. Wow, 23 years. I'm honored that you would wear it again in my presence. Thank you.
it. You're welcome.
Is there a story behind that? And if so, what is it? I'm dying to hear it.
Okay. Right.
I mean, if you'd care to share.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
When I was 15, I met a boy. He was one of my classmates' brother, and one day my classmate borrowed a book from me, and I went to her house to get the book from her, and her brother Hannah opened the door. It was love at first sight for the both of us.
Aww.
So, he was 17 years old, handsome, very kind. He was the oldest in his family, and he was on his way to America after high school to go to the same school his father went to, which was Georgetown University. And our families, we were promised to one another. And so we were going to get married after he finished college. But after being away for about a year, he came back for a visit and convinced his parents that we should get married and I should come back to America with him and study here as well. Of course, I was over the moon. I mean, it was perfect with me, and his parents absolutely adored him, so they agreed to it. Besides, they knew that the civil war, was getting closer to Mogadishu, the capital city, and they were kind of delighted that, for us to get married and live together. And so the night before the big wedding, the bride hosts her own party, kind of like the bridal party here.
Sure.
And so, that was the last time I wore red. I wore a beautiful red dress that he brought from America. He used to love the color red on me and say that I look like an angel when I wear red. So that was the last time.
That's wonderful. And why is it that you haven't worn red since? I mean, is there a reason why? That you care to share?
the groom is supposed to come the last hours of the party with his closest friends, and Hannah left home with 5 of his friends, but he never came.
What happened?
I guess the war was already in Mogadishu, but it was kept secret from the public because they didn't want anyone panicking. So he was killed. Him and 2 of his close friends were killed because they were from the same tribe as the former dictator who was in power at the time. And even though his father was outspoken against the government and was a critic towards the government and its tactics, I guess it didn't matter because they just were from the same tribe. So
Yasmin, I'm so sorry.
it's believed that his murder was arranged by one of his best friends who happens to be from a different tribe.
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't mean for it to come up in conversation.
It's okay.
And I certainly didn't mean to make you cry. I'm so sorry. But I'm sure, as is the case with you, you can't put a time limit on the healing of a tragedy like that.
No, I didn't think it would make me feel this way after 23 years.
I can't even begin to comprehend or even imagine the grief that you have felt and still continue to feel. I didn't mean for our conversation to turn to something like that in your life. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I feel so naive talking with you so many times because my life in comparison to yours is so simplistic. What you have endured and persevered through and survived is nothing short of incredible. By comparison, I've lived a life of ease and privilege, and you have come to know an appreciation for being alive like no one I've ever met. In that way, Yasmin, you have given me such a gift of understanding and appreciation, and opening my eyes to the plight of how people around the rest of the entire world, how they live and what their reality is. So sorry if I made you sad or brought up something that...
Thank you for listening. I guess it's nice to have someone you can open up to sometimes.
feel the same way.
Thank you for doing this. This looks so good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying.
My pleasure. You first.
Oh. I had so much of it. So what's up with that bracelet anyway?
Oh, my
You
bracelet?
wear it all the time, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. My mother lives at Green Hill Franciscan Services. It's the home where she lives. And I got this there.
Oh, okay.
And I put it on, and I haven't taken it off since I first got it. And every time I look at it, it reminds me of her. So I just wear it as a reminder, because I love her. She's my mom. So,
So
yeah.
sweet.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, did I tell you about the dream I had the other night?
No, what was it about?
Oh my gosh. I was walking, and all of a sudden I see a woman approaching me. And as we get closer to each other, I notice that she has beautiful brown skin and longer flowing hair. Well, as we get even closer, I realize it's you. As soon as I noticed that it's you, of course I smiled and I called out your name. You walked right past me. Didn't acknowledge, didn't respond to me at all.
I didn't know you.
Or so it seemed. So I turned around and I called out your name again. By that time you were a few paces past me, and I noticed that there was a man down the way that was waving at you. And as you got to him, the two of you embraced. That was my dream.
What happened then?
Well, I woke up immediately in a sweat, and I realized right away that it was a dream, but I couldn't get back to sleep after that. And throughout that entire day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. What do you think it means?
I don't know. Could be that you're trying to find out how long my hair is, and you're
Come on.
wondering, or all of this child.
I don't care about that.
A mystery kind of.
Well, sure, but there's a lot more to you than that, Yasmin. But really, this dream had me really shaken up. What do you think it means, or what do you think it meant?
I have no clue. I mean, but seriously, I mean, it could be that you're anxious about, about what's under all these layers. I mean, it's all new to you, I mean, I am.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's just you've been here so many nights, and I understand if it's getting old, boring, or bored,
Okay. Let me tell you something. I enjoy being with you, Yasmin. I enjoy sitting with you. I enjoy talking with you. In fact, I look as forward to seeing you every day as I do anything else. You've become this part of my almost everyday life, and I wouldn't trade that in for anything.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
You're welcome. So actually, it's really just the opposite.
Well, I like being around you too, John. Seriously, I mean, I feel like
Thank you.
a little girl who has a crush on her classmate or something.
So do you have long hair?
What? Oh.
Oh. You didn't burn yourself, did you?
No, I'm okay.
Well,
I'm okay.
I have plenty. You can have some of mine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not telling.
Fine. I'll wait to get your answer till next time.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lucky, you might find out one day.
Well, good. Because I'm a very patient person. What, you don't believe me?
No, I do. I know you're a good man.
Thank you.
You are.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Have some tea.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are you ready to tell me now?
I don't think so.
Fine. I bet, though, I would be willing to bet that you have the most beautiful head of hair underneath your shawl that anyone has ever seen
Oh, yeah, right.
in the history of the world.
You're just gonna have to wait. And
Am I right or
see.
am I wrong?
Yeah, just gonna have to wait and see.
I will. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy all of this.
Yes, please do.
Cheers to
Hand
you.
me a carrot.
Well, of course.
That's okay.
Would you like some dip?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Cheers.
Cheers. And a little bit of apple to wash it down.
They actually taste good together.
All of this tastes really good together. Thank you. You're an amazing cook.
But that's fine.
Everything about you makes me so excited. I can hardly go to sleep at night. Just the other day, I was thinking how much you affect me. Hey. So at these random times, I get these random thoughts about how our life could be if we were together forever. You got these random thoughts running through my mind. Hey. Random thoughts running through my mind. Oh. Random thoughts. Hey. Random thoughts. Oh. So it gets a little stranger when you come around. I can barely hold myself or hold it down.
dhaqsooyigu kediya koorahaysa isaga kulaylkiyo kaarkiyo xanuunkaba igu sii kordhina kalgacaylka baase dhaqsooyigu kediya isaga kulaylkiyo kaarkiyo xanuunkaba igu sii kordhina adiguna kastarani ikaadi waydo adiguna kastarani ikaadi waydo kohashada aan ku qabo ayay ka kadaysa adiguna kastarani ikaadi waydo
I can't believe I never took her phone number.
I don't even know which apartment she lives in.
ayay ka kadayso kolkolintaydiyo sidan kugu kululaad kibirkaba ka qaade
ياسمين اسكورن
nabad walaal cabdi ma fiican tahay
aad baan fiicnay ma wanaagsan tahay
alxamdulilah
waan maqlay hooyana dhimatay aad baan uga xumahay adigana sabir iyo iimaan Allah ka siiyo iyadana ilaahay ha u naxariisto
aamin walaal dhammaanteen xaq bay ilaahay u naxariisto
muddo badan baan ku arago marka mar dambe ogaaday inaad si kadiisa aad ku baxday
ha walaal si degdeg aan ku baxay waayo habeenkay odayba habeenkii ku xigayba dee in la qaaday noqotay waayo iyadaa kusii dardaarantay in dhulkii la geeyo marka
aad iyo aad ilaahay ha u naxariisto goormaad soo noqotay markaa
shalayto
okay
walaal ma xusuustaa wiil meelahan la fadhiisan jiray breegayga oo John
oh yes John
Maraykan
si fiican
ma aragtay
John wuu guuray John wuxuu halkan ka guuray halmania bil ka hor qiyaastii aye walash aad baad mahadsantahay waaye
adaa mudan
Khayr
walaal
insha Allah.
khayr baan ku rajeynayaa thank you
kalgacaylka baasay dhaqsooyigu keliya horahaysa dhaqsooyigu keliya horahaysa isaga kulaylkiyo karkiyo xanuunkaba igu sii kordhinayo adiguna kastarani ikaadi waydo adiguna kastarani ikaadi waydo kohashada aan ku qabo ayay ka kadayso adiguna kastarani ikaadi weydiiyo sidan kuugu